And now, obviously, since everyone is spread out, they're going to be having very different interactions with, Virginia, the Pioneers. What can each of you tease about maybe what's to come with the big bad, and will they be a permanent threat throughout the season?
There's always going to be a threat.
Of course.
There's no threat. There's always somebody's going to show up. It keeps happening. When we arrive to a place, it just burns down. And in my case, I've dealt with so many explosions. I'm like terrified. I mean, this last episode that we did, that they just released the teaser, it was so stressful. It was cold. It was hot. It was, when you think you got things under control, then, June comes in and people are like all over, and it's like, you really have no control, but that's the fun of it. You have to go with whatever it's in the writer's room's mind, and obviously your contribution to that, it's really what everybody will get to see. It's just a collaborative work. But yeah, there's always going to be just really, when you think you're okay, you're just really not. And the weird thing is that I never get used to it. I'm like, wow, now that my survival mind is like, okay, we made it. And then it's like, no, it's just terrible. It's just bad. But yeah, that's my take on it. There's always weird stuff happening.
I also think that one of the things that the anthology way that we're telling the story this season is doesn't just allow a kind of deeper dive into our characters. It also allows a deeper dive into Virginia and her motivations and her weaknesses and what she kind of wants. And I think that's really fascinating, because that Virginia, to a greater or lesser extent, I think is one of the unique baddies of the Walking Dead universe, in the sense that she truly represents someone that if we had followed her from the beginning, we would almost certainly be on her side and not on the side of the group. And we would be the pariahs, and because she's successful. Those encampments that she looks after and that she has dominion over, they are successful surviving communities. They have to do it under her thumb, and that's a point of contention, but arguably you could say that they are kind of successful, and particularly the way that Colby plays Virginia. I think one of the things that I'm looking forward to the fans seeing is that deeper dive into the threat, and I think it's really has the potential to pull loyalties and really challenge the group's commitment to themselves, but also our fans' commitment to us.
Jenna, anything to add?
I'm just very excited at I'm really pleased with the potency of the impacts on the characters this season and their changes. I think that they are like DNA changes. And I'm really looking forward to those experiences and seeing how it catapults the story forward in really concentrated, serious ways.
And
it's
now
not like a general light changes. It's
big
like
stuff.
like DNA changing.